Sahana bhavatu Sahano bhunaktu Sahaviryam karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Yogena Chittasya Padena Vajam Malam Yopakarotam Pravaram Muninam Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Satguru Maharaj ki jai. Om Namah Shivaya. Yogaschitta vritti nirodha. From this sutra, the vrittis are classified into 5. The restraint of these vrittis is samadhi. So we must know how many types of vrittis we have in our thoughts. So once we classified, make groups of thoughts, it is easy to control. Once we know the thought correctly, the control is easier. Rather, we can say the knowing thoughts is control. There is no other action can be put to control the thoughts. So controlling itself is knowing here, or knowing is controlling. We try to put some effort to control our mind without knowing the thoughts exactly what they are. So it is that controlling is not happening. Therefore, here Maharshi wants to clear that if you want to control your thoughts, just know what are they. I suggested you to count the thoughts. Anybody could do it? Huh? No. You try to do it? Yes. So what was the result? How many tried to do it? Just okay. So what was the result? You could count some of them. Now, if you counted them, just make a list of that. The characteristics of the thoughts. Then put into these groups. Try to understand each thought and then classify it in this group. We have 5 groups of thoughts. Pramana, valid knowledge, and viparyaya, erroneous cognition, opposite of correct knowledge. And vikalpa, just a verbal conception. Just you pronounce the word, but there is no substance for that. That is vikalpa. Then nidra, of course, we know very clearly. So when you count the thoughts, only you get one thought as nidra. Always there will be one thought. But actually, there are 7 types of sleeps explained in Ayurveda textbooks. The reasons for sleeps. The deep sleep is one, then comes smriti, the last one. Smriti is memory, remembering both. Now, the smriti is in the last list, the smriti is the last one. We can see there is some purpose why it is in the last, the counting. There will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is some purpose. That is, the smriti is a byproduct of pramana, viparyaya, vikalpa and nidra. Because smriti comes from pramanas. All the 5 types of pramanas is connected to sense organs, and then it was again categorized into 3: pratyaksha, anumana and agama. So pratyaksha has 5 different cognitions: sound, touch, taste, like that. Now, anumana also, the inference also has many different ways how you infer it. And each of these vrittis has immediate memory. When you experience something, you are remembering it. So the memory is the last part of that. It's all connected. And not only this is the last word, the smritihi, is also connecting to next sutra, the abhyasa vairagyabhyam tannirodha. Although there we can't say a direct connection, because these vrittis are classified in connection with the second sutra, that is yogas chitta vritti. So these are the vrittis. to be restrained. And now the Abhyasa Vairagya says how to be restrained, the way of restraining it. That is why it is a little different. So this next sutra is connected to the last word of second sutra. That is Nirodha, restrained. So this way you can see the chain of sutras, how they are interconnected. We started from Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha, Adha Yoganushasana is a declaration. Then comes Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha, the subject which is going to be discussed. And then it is said that when there is Chitta Vritti Nirodha, restraint of modification of Chitta or functions of Chitta, then you experience the self, you are with the self, the direct experience of self. That is tada drashtuhu swarupe avasthan. Then otherwise what happens? Vritti sarupyam itaratra. These three are connected. So when you restrain the vrittis, you are in yourself, you experience your existence, and otherwise you are one with the thoughts. So you are out of your own nature. So in that case, you are identified, yourself is identified with the thoughts. That is vritti sarupyam itaratra. That is normal life. In normal life, we are identified with our thoughts. And then he took up this word vritti, which are the vrittis. So vrittayaha, panchatayaha, klishta, klishta. Then the five vrittis are explained. Now you know what are they. So that is why I said the preparation for this is first count some of your thoughts. At least some of. Yesterday I said everything, but now I just release you from that pressure. So I suggest, second suggestion is at least count some of them. Main thoughts. Okay. To count everything, it may take a long time. Long time practice also necessary. Because we are always thinking about outside objects. Our vrittis are exhibitive. It's going outside. It is interested to project outside objects, not inside objects. So first you change that. The changing process is this. Sit in one place and count this inside things. And not only counting, keep a note. How many you counted in this span of time. 1 hour is a span of time. How many I counted? Then you will get some idea. This is the first step for this meditation. Because if you want to do deeper meditation in samprajnada and asamprajnada, you must count vrittis. That is why Patanjali shows the way how to count it. So then once the vrittis are counted, you got some number of vrittis, Then the next step, you make groups. Put in these 5 groups. So the deep sleep, one vritti will be always there, then 4 more. Then what is the effect is, when something comes to your mind, you are very clear about what is going to happen. This is the wonderful effect you get out of this process. Because now you know what came to me is a valid cognition or invalid cognition, it is going to trouble or not, is it correct or not. Actually, to find out invalid cognition, you need little more training. Because always the cognition comes to our mind, it is very, very difficult to see its faults, error in that. For that you need a special training, how it is erroneous. So anyway, you do that, then the control is very easy. Sitting one place without body movements is the first step, how to sit. Then going inward and counting, like you do japa. Just sit forward in one place and just free the mind. So mind will bring one by one. Don't try to control or do anything else. Just freely sit and then it will come and just count. Like when you plan something, you are planning to go to some place and do something there, or a day planning you do. In the morning I have to do this and afterwards this, and then you make a note of that. The same way write down these thoughts. There may be many thoughts without any purpose, purposeless, aimless thoughts. Never mind. Count it, because counting is necessary. So then it is clear that how many thoughts can be controlled or they are helping for sadhana and how many are not helping for sadhana. Then you will find that klishta and aklishtas. So take care of the thoughts which are helpful for sadhana. And try to avoid. Avoid means don't care for those thoughts which are not helpful for sadhana, which are going against your purpose of life. So then, sadhana is very clear. Everything is in your control. So this is the benefit you get of this. Now, we have memory. Memory is a wonderful thing that we got by blessings of God, that all-pervading consciousness. Without memory, our life, we cannot think how our life is. Without memory, nothing is possible in our life. What we are with our memory. So memory is very important. We have 2 types of memory basically. One is short time memory. The second is long time memory. The short time memory can be called as empirical memory. It is in practice. It is useful for a short time. After that, it loses its strength and goes away. It is faded. And long time memory is, we can say, the life memory. It is making the life, long time memory. The long time memory goes to the memory level that become the next modification of that becomes subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is made out of long time memory, or we can say there is a impact on subconscious mind of these long time memories. So now we are going to take the next sutra which is connected to this long time memory. Because if you want to practice something and be benefited from that, you must know how to make long time memory of that and make that practice connected to subconscious mind. If something is connected to subconscious mind, the first effect you can see is you feel easy to practice. If you feel something very easy to do, that is because your subconscious mind is working with that. There is no need for special effort. Actually, there is no need for effort in subconscious mind. Subconscious mind works effortlessly. Why it is so? Because you are not aware when subconscious mind works, how it works. Only you can see the result of the action. Therefore, it is important to make a long time memory by practice and committed to memory means committed to subconscious mind. So try to memorize all these sutras. I told you that is the reason. If you try to memorize it, it is committed to memory, then it will remain there for a long time, and then in this life or next life, whenever you are fit for more yoga sadhana, this will come to you. Again repeated. It will be there in unconscious level or then come to subconscious level, then it is active. If you do very seriously, then it will come to this life itself. So this is the importance of practice. The 12th sutra, next sutra. Abhyasa vairagyabhyam tannirodhah. Abhyasa vairagyabhyam, by continuous practice and non-attachment. tannirodhaha. You can attain the restraint of those vrittis. That through practice and non-attachment. This is the two sadhanas prescribed for the restrainment of the vrittis. Now, abhyasa is important and vairagya is also equally important. Why abhyasa is important, already you know. Abhyasa is practice. Because the practice become habit. Habit become our life, our lifestyle. So what we are with so many habits. Some are inborn habits, the reflection of those are there which we already practiced, and some are practiced in this birth. So inborn habits cannot be distinguished and understood because those are coming from samskaras, unconscious mind. So it is very difficult to identify them. So we will know some way how to identify them. Later we will discuss on that. But here, the important thing is the practice is connected to mind, not only to physical body, it is connected to mind. So when it goes to subconscious mind, then the conscious mind is controlled by subconscious mind and the body is controlled by that subconscious mind, and all the sense organs also controlled by subconscious mind. These all are in the control of subconscious mind. You see, if you repeat something as a practice, any of your practices you see, if you repeat it, after some time, it is there with you without your notice. It is happening. Like in the schools, we practice how to write A, B, C, D. With great difficulty, we learn to write. So once we practiced that for a long time, it registered in the mind. Now we can easily write, even without our concentration, we can write. So the hand got some knowledge of the writing. Without notice you are writing means what does it mean? Because hand got some knowledge of writing A, B, C, D in such a way. So when you think about a word, the hand is ready for writing it. So you are listening to the lectures and making the notes. So listening is another process and writing is another process. So both are done together. How it is possible? Because of the knowledge of the hand. Hand is ready for that. When the word comes to the mind, hand is writing that. You just think about this, you will understand the beauty of practice. So this came because of our practice. Now it is there in our subconscious mind, and subconscious mind directly guiding the hand. So hand also has some knowledge because it is connected to our physiology. Now it is not in our conscious mind. There is no need to think about that. It is there. He says, these things are happening in this way. You just imagine, if you practice anything, it can bring the same result. Anything you practice. So in samadhi, in the case of samadhi also is same. In samprajñāta samadhi, we are not doing any effort. I told you many a time, in samprajñāta there is no effort. The practice and effort is there in asamprajñāta. There is some practice, some effort, something is being done there. But in asamprajñāta, you stop all the effort. If the efforts are stopped, then you get into asamprajñāta, otherwise no. Like sleep. Okay, you remember that. So then what is there? How can you enter into asamprajñāta without effort? By this practice. Because you were practicing the sadhana one by one to attain this asamprajñāta. The asamprajñāta was the goal of your practice. Of course, kaivalya is also there. That is the prime goal. But the practice of the sadhana or the aim of the sadhana is not directly kaivalya. Because kaivalya is not a result. Kaivalya is not a result. Kaivalya is there, you just know that. So, that you are aimed to achieve the asamprajñāta, where all sadhana is meant for that. So, this information, when it is repeated constantly, goes to subconscious mind. It is like a auto-suggestion. It goes to subconscious mind. That is registered there. Now without your notice, that will work. So in this way, when you practice, when you enter into samprajñāta, if you are stable there, then the natural growth, natural manifestation happens. Then you enter into asamprajñāta. Because that was the aim of your practice. This theory is based on Sankhya's modification theory. And it is very important in this understanding that the modification happens its own with the aim or with the purpose which is informed before the practice. I say it is informed. It is informed by practice, and for practice the information is necessary. If you give correct suggestion to the mind take it. Incorrect suggestions also it takes. But incorrect suggestion doesn't give any result. Like you saw snake in the rope and took some stick or something and went to kill it. But the snake is not there, so he cannot kill it. It was a incorrect knowledge. It is not giving the result. So even though mind take it, but it is left after it leaves it after some time. There is no meaning for that. But in this case, when we understand it correctly, the modifications of thoughts and practices, in any case, the modification then that is the correct knowledge suggested or given to the subconscious mind. It takes it and it develops slowly. So you will reach the goal ultimately. I have given the example of these asanas. The same thing happens there. So this way, the practice is very important. So I give the example of physically practices. Now repetition of name, that also already we discussed. When you repeat the name of yourself, it becomes one with you. Now you remember without effort. So you repeated this name for a long time in childhood, and it is one with you. If you change the name, then it takes again a long practice to bring it back into the memory. Sometimes, because when we change our name after initiation, it takes time to memorize it. If somebody asks the name, you may pronounce the old name first, then change. No, my name is changed now. This is second name. It happens even to the sadhakas or sannyasins. So it is, the first name is more stronger inside. The subconscious mind is very stronger about it. So without the consult of conscious mind, it gives directly the name. Because the new name is still in conscious mind, and the subconscious mind has not taken it seriously. Why he needs the second name? What is the use of that? It is nothing to do with his existence. So it is not giving a serious connection to the second name. So it is not taking. If you have some special purpose, very serious purpose, then it takes. For it is interesting how it happens. Because you think what I think is right. But the subconscious mind say no. What is needed is right. This is the problem. Yesterday also I mentioned this point. You like something, but the body and mind say, no, it is not needed. It is extra. You are wasting our energy and time. So this is the communication with two. This is a conflict, a big conflict in our life. Our inner mind says something else, and the practical mind says something else. So you want to connect both, it is very difficult. Sometimes if you could not do, then it may cause some mental problems also. If you doesn't understand the connection between the subconscious mind and conscious mind, you try to do something, then there is conflict, and this conflict has become a disease of mind. Connection is not very clear. And how it happens? Because subconscious mind is always powerful. You cannot suppress it. And conscious mind wants to suppress it, change it. And we don't know how to change it. Then this happens, and subconscious mind will not take care of, not mind the conscious mind. Then that is the difficulty we feel. And when it is more, again and again it is stronger, it becomes a disease. The disconnection of both. They have some enmity. So they are not working together. So this is the point I wanted to introduce to this abhyasa. Now, the second point, second sadhana is vairagya. To control the vrittis, you need vairagya, non-attachment. In Gita also, these two sadhanas are described. Abhyasa vairagya abhyam tannirodha. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. Because Bhagavad Gita is very much connected to Yoga Darshana and Sankhya. There are many similar sadhanas in Bhagavad Gita and Yoga Darshana. Now you need vairagya, non-attachment. When you hear this word, you feel something not very easy. What is this, all about this? Non-attachment. Because nowadays, this attachment is considered as a good thing. Actually, it is a good thing. It is not a bad thing. Why? Because now the problem with the life is nobody is really attached to anybody. There is relationship problems. So many problems. If somebody say, I am attached to you, so if he or she feels very good. Oh, he is attached to me. Even parents and children, if they say, the children say, no, we are very attached to you, then parents feel very happy. That is why now there is Father's Day, Mother's Day, Parents' Day, and so many days. Because at least once in a year, the parents want to hear from children that they are loving them. Otherwise, no time and space. They are so busy with their things. So this is, I'm explaining another way that attachment is considered as a good thing. Why? Because we are in that stage. But here, the Maharshi is not taking that attachment. He is talking about something else. He is talking about a yogi who is beyond all these relationship problems. He has no relation, so he has no relationship problem. If there is a relation, then you can imagine of some problems. So he is beyond all relations. He is related to all universe. He is related to his inner self. So he has only that relation. And if you are related to your inner self, equally you are related to universe in whole. Because the relation with the self makes the relation with the universe. So you consider the universe as your family members. It is a beauty of yogic practice and meditation of this philosophy. You cannot but have it. No other way. If you think of yourself, you will think about the universe. It happens naturally. There is no separate effort is necessary. I told you this point when I introduced the philosophy in first day. This is the beauty of that. So yogis can love the world without a relationship. There is no particular relationship. They love in a general way, that is, they are related to all beings of the universe. They are related to even to terrorists. They have relation. They try to bring them up, change their minds. They are related to other beings, small insects, starting from small insects. So that is the real relation. So we are not detaching that relation. That relation comes after the realization of self, or what you know, at least by theoretically, what is the self, what is the nature of self. The first knowledge is theoretical knowledge only. We say AparaVidya, Paroksha Jnana is it indirect knowledge, theoretical knowledge. So even you have that knowledge, you are bound to have this feeling with the universe. So that is second type of attachment. So now Patanjali is not talking about these attachments. The relationship is something else and this attachment is something else. Now attachment, what it means? You know the word meaning, attachment. You are affective to something. You have some emotional connection. The affection makes attachment, or in another word we can say affection is attachment. And it is quite natural to body and mind. The sense organs work with attachment. They are connecting things with attachment. Sense organ we mean by mind, the defined mind. The mind is connected to sense organ. You remember the definition of mind. I hope you remember this. So the mind is connected to sense organ, and sense organs are bringing the objects inside. So in that mind, why this particular object is brought inside? When you see outside, you see many objects at a time. Your frame, like when we look at the frame outside, you see many things there. But mind takes only what is focused. So what is focused? How it is focused? The focusing object is attracting you. And that attraction is because of your attachment towards it. This is the process how you can identify the attachment. Now this all process is natural. It means the attachment is there, you are attracted to an object, and the connection is happening there, then the object goes to the mind, intellect, memory, and it stays there. Now the problem is how to control it or how to reduce it. First we must know how to reduce it. We are attached to so many things which are totally unnecessary, not required for our life sustain. We are attached to so many things just for fun. So now first you categorize this both. We are attached to so many things for fun, just for fun, just for time pass. So you list it. And then try to understand what are the essential needs. We are attached to those things also. So then make two groups. Just for fun, we are attached to so many things just for time pass. There is no purpose. Nothing is gained from that. Just you are wasting time and energy, that's all. And we need some of things attached to our life to sustain our life, to maintain our life. So first make this list, then you can start your sadhana. So you can reduce one by one. The next sutra will come about Vairagya more in detail. I am just introducing the Vairagya, what it is. Now, when it is ready, you know clearly for what purpose I am attached. Now, for fun you are attaching many things which are not necessary for your life. It means you think there is some enjoyment in that, and so you are doing that. We waste so much time in mobiles and other things, unnecessarily wasting our energy and things. You get so much of information. What is the use of those information? You got so many informations. You know this thing, you know that thing. If somebody has some problem, they just log on and try to find out many things. But just got all the information, but no practice, nothing is used. Oh, that is there, this is there, everything is there. So what is the purpose? Practically, what is the use of that? This is waste. Okay, you want to know something particularly, find out that, then get it, then use it. And without use, just getting information and you are engaging your mind, it is waste of energy. Unnecessarily mind is disturbed. Because once it gets some information, it is bound to remember that for at least for some time. It is making a thought process. That is become vritti. And if you are weak in emotions, then those vrittis may go to subconscious level also. Then it is very dangerous. So everything you did unnecessarily. Because some people are weak in some emotions. If they get some information connected to those emotions, they immediately catch it and keep it. So first thing, we should not engage our mind unnecessarily in outside things. So make it what are the necessary things. So being a sadhaka, You know what you want to do, what is your lifestyle is. So you know the things what you need. There is no confusion in that. You know clearly what are my needs. And then try to analyze yourself, what is my ability? What I can do, what I can't. So try to find out. So then it is more easy that you learn more correctly. So this is the first step to make these unnecessary thoughts cleared. Then, again, why the detachment is necessary? The other step. This is the basic thing I discussed. The other step is, mind has limited energy. Intellect has limited energy. Energy in the sense, the energy produced for one day in the body. Body has a system to produce energy, to maintain the body and mind, intellect, everything. Mind in whole. And this limited energy, if you use for unnecessary things, the energy is wasted. And body needs many things, or mind needs many things to sustain its purpose, its working habits. Because mind has a working habit that is connected to body, directly connected to body. Because mind doesn't want any spiritual life, anything like that. Mind is really connected to body only, physical body. So it needs some amount of energy, and that is produced physically, biologically. We eat food, and food is producing energy. You know that. And this mind, again we are going to use this mind for our spiritual sadhana. Now you see, body is producing a limited energy. Prana is producing a limited body, in the sense I take all prana and everything together. And mind only can use a limited energy, and mind needs a limited energy to work on. And maintaining the body and maintaining mind, it is taking a amount of energy. That is also there. Now you want other than this. You are giving extra work to mind. You are doing a spiritual sadhana. Actually, if I say correctly, according to mind, what you are practicing as a spiritual sadhana is totally unnecessary. It's waste. Because the normal mind doesn't understand why you practice all this drama and doing all these things. It doesn't understand why it is. To make it understand takes a long time. Actually, in the beginning of spiritual sadhana, we are trying to make mind understand what it is, what is the purpose of that. Sometimes we are missing this point in our spiritual sadhana. Our masters, our teachers, they are trying to build this thought in your mind. This spiritual sadhana is also necessary for your sustainability. So it takes a long time, the mind to accept this concept. So you think about this, you will understand more about that. Now, the mind has this limited energy and you want to do extra spiritual sadhana. Extra activity. You can say extra activity, which is not directly useful according to the empirical mind. The mind sees only the practical things. But you are giving this purpose that if you do spiritual sadhana, you will get more energy, more things, this, that, those. You are giving so much of hopes. Then mind is getting ready to take it, to fulfill that purpose. But from where the energy will come for this extra activity? Where you get the energy? You are eating that food, you are doing the same things, and body can only produce limited energy. It cannot produce whatever you want. It cannot produce unlimited energy. It has some limitation. And mind is also with that. So where you get this extra energy to do spiritual sadhana, that is the point. So, there is no other way but to control your day-to-day activity, restricted activities. So, control your physical activities. Try to save energy from physical activities. Control your pranic activities. Try to save from that. Control the mind from unnecessary things and try to save the energy for intellect. So try to save energy from each action and reaction. If you are angry with something unnecessarily, you are just wasting the energy. You are unnecessarily doing something, some funds, you are wasting the energy. So this is the step. This is why we need detachment. Without detachment, you don't know how to control this body. When you practice yoga, you are detached to other things. Because you left your home, left your friends, left everything. Now you are here. So you are detached, no? In a way you are detached. And you are trying to concentrate on this particular practices. So then you get energy. Your activities changed and made it very step by step. So you save energy from each action for this purpose. I am talking about the practicalities of the things. I am not talking about something else. It's very, very practical experience. When you think about this, you will understand this, what I am talking is. So this way we need physical energy, that is, we can say biological energy, and physiological energy. This is connected to brain and mind and the self. Because self is not producing energy. You don't think when you meditate and self is going to give energy. No. Self is not a producer of energy. Self is beyond energy level. And the other way, self is not taking energy also. It is not taking energy and not giving energy. Self is self. You don't think when you meditate, self may take energy or give energy. No, there is no supply from self. Self is beyond that. The energy is only in physical body and then connected to pranic and then mind in subtler way. So now we have to control this. Then you can apply this energy for your spiritual contemplations, studies, and all those things. And again, one more thing I remember. Now I told you, mind doesn't really want to practice spiritual life. Why? The purpose is not clear to the mind. Mind, subconscious mind, both. Mind sees only the body, physic, actions. Beyond that, it has no idea. But when you reserve energy by practicing yoga or a strict, schedule wise or by restricting your mind and things. So when you save and reserve energy, mind is free. Okay, so now I have so much energy. So give me some work that I can do. So mind is ready for that. Okay, I am maintaining body very well. Now I am maintaining my actions. My actions are over. Now again I have some energy. So if you want to do something, you tell me, I shall contact you. So now mind is ready. So then you can do sadhanas in that case. Otherwise, it is not possible. So this is the step-by-step benefit of the vairagya, detachment. Only by detachment it is possible. And mind is used to work with outside objects. Mind is not practiced to work with inward objects. So we have to make mind inhibitive, inwardly working. For that, there is no other way than detachment. Without that, it is not possible. So understand this. Based on this, we have to practice. So I told you in the beginning, detachment doesn't mean enmity. Detachment doesn't mean taking out the love and emotions from you. Detachment means only the unnecessary thoughts be controlled. Unnecessary activities of sense organ be controlled. And save energy for spiritual life. Only by this you can save energy, no other way. And then once mind understand this and take it seriously, the physically also you get more energy. So that is why yoga and practices are necessary, and correct diet is necessary, nutrition is necessary, pranayama is necessary, everything is necessary to make this progress. Otherwise, nothing going to happen. This is the important sutra here. So we will take up it again. Om Purnamataha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om